Impulse and impulsive force. That is our main topic for today. So before we continue with a working example, I just want to how do we call it? Simplify impulse and impulsive force. Now, impulse is by definition very simple. It's the product of impulsive force and time of impact. So impulse, okay, impulse equals to impulsive force, right, multiplied by t, time of impact, whereby impulsive force by definition is change in momentum over time. So it's two different things. Impulse is a product of impulsive force and time of impact, whereby impulsive force is change in momentum over time. So these two concepts is very important for everyone to understand. Okay, you need to really understand impulse and impulsive force, the difference of it. All right, let me explain the impulse and impulsive force in example number 1. Let's say we have a stationary object of mass 2 kg is acted on by a force for 2 seconds. Let's say we have an object. All right, the mass is 2 kg. All right, is acted by a force for 2 seconds. So this thing is actually acted by a force. So we can write the force from this side, and then the time taken is 2 seconds. Yeah. Its velocity is then increased. The velocity increased to 30 meter per second from rest. Alright, calculate first impulse experienced by the object and the impulsive force experienced by the object. So this example is the simplest example that can explain how these two are different. Alright, so we start with the impulse first. So for impulse actually equals to mv minus mu. Alright, mv minus mu. Okay, so how I get this formula? So how you get this formula? Okay, you look carefully in these two. So change in momentum, if I explain, is mv minus mu. This one we learn from that topic, momentum. So you look at the impulse and impulsive force. So maybe I extract here a bit. Okay, force, impulse given to us as, look there, F multiplied by T. Impulsive force multiplied by time of impact. Impulsive force equals to mv minus mu, change in momentum over time. So what is impulse? Impulse equals to F. This F is everything here. Multiply by T. So we can cancel. Therefore, I get that formula. Okay, the formula that I use in this calculation. So impulse. let us get back to our initial question, example number 1. So this body is actually from rest. Yeah, from rest. So if it is from rest, its initial velocity is 0. So we substitute all the value to calculate its impulse. Mass 2 kg, Q, mv 30 minus 2 kg again, 0. Right? So we get 60 Newton second. Alright, so that is impulse. Now we need to calculate the impulsive force. So for impulsive force equals to mv minus mu over t. Since 60 Newton second equals to impulse, and this formula equals to this formula, so we write 60 second divided by time of impact, 2 seconds. So we put there 2 seconds. So we get, see, I can cancel the unit, 30 Newton. Now this is very clear. Impulse and impulsive force is two different things. Number one, the formula different, the unit also different. Two things that we need to understand. Alright, so guys, I hope this video will help you, and I will send exercise later, and hopefully you will enjoy this video. And if you have any problem, you can always leave a comment, or you just text me directly. Alright, thank you then, and see you again.